Good day, everyone. It's time now for weather news with J7409. The name you know, the news you can use on this day of the 17th of May, 2018, Thursday. The picture you're looking at right now was sent to me, and it's from Danbury, Connecticut. And wow, it's from Russell, and Russell says that his yard looks like a war zone and surrounding areas. I know what you mean after a storm, Russell. Yes, your yard does look like a war zone. I've said that many times when we have hurricanes. These are pictures from the storm just a couple of nights ago, that afternoon that all the severe weather was going on. A lot of it's still today going on, but not quite as severe. But I want to thank you so much, Russell, for sending me this. During that storm yesterday, I found out 4 people early in the morning had passed away from that storm. And then last night, the total is up to 5 people died in storms in this severe weather across the Northeast that day. So, Russell, once again, thank you very much for sending me these pictures. If you have any pictures you would like to share of severe weather happening in your area or any sky phenomena, please click Show More down below. Scroll down, you'll find an email address to send them to. And Patricia sent me a beautiful picture too after a storm went by her house. The sun was coming out. So thank you guys so very much. I appreciate it. Please excuse me, everyone, if I sound stopped up. I am indeed. Man, sinuses are giving me a fit this morning. Of course, we have the GFS run, the latest run here from Tropical Tidbits, and we'll turn it on. And if you see something coming up a little later as it runs through down here, don't be alarmed by it yet. I'm going to keep my eye on it, and we'll see what happens with it, okay? So let's get going now. And if it's your first time here, and you're into the weather, and you're into following different systems to see what they turn into or don't turn into, please subscribe, click the bell, and get all the latest in the weather news, forecast, and alerts, okay? So here we go this morning, and it looks like numerous showers and thunderstorms will track from the south central states through the Ohio, Tennessee valleys and into the mid-Atlantic region over the next few days as tropical moisture transports northward out of the Gulf of Mexico and interacts with a nearly stationary frontal boundary. It's draped across the region. Now, the best chance for heavy to excessive rainfall will be along the boundary from the central Appalachians to the mid-Atlantic in association with a weak disturbance lifting northward across the deep south. Now, some of these regions may have a slight risk of severe weather through tonight and early tomorrow, okay, with a marginal risk coming up for Saturday extending north from the mid-Atlantic to the southern New England area. We have another active region over the next few days. It will be along the central Rockies and the adjacent high plains. This area will have scattered to widespread convection as Gulf moisture lifts northward and interacts with 2 frontal systems, one dropping south through the northern high plains and one lifting into the southern central high plains. Strong to severe thunderstorms are expected to develop within this region. Therefore, it's looking like a sector of the country there might have a risk again for very severe weather. Keep that in mind, okay? Now, the broad area with the most risk for excessive rainfall, the best area will be focused near western Nebraska coming up tomorrow and near northeast Nebraska, southeast South Dakota border on Saturday. Meanwhile, out west, active weather should continue as a weakening upper level low drifts eastward through the Gulf Basin and into the central Rockies. Showers and thunderstorms can be expected through the next few days across much of the Northwest with localized enhanced activity along the favored terrain. We will end this up this morning with a look at the NAM model for the next couple of days with the exact precipitation that you guys should be getting. Don't mean it's 100%, but it's pretty close to what you should expect. So we'll start it out around 9 a.m. this morning. This is what it's looking like. We'll move on up until 3 p.m. this afternoon. It's rain all the way across. Let's go back a little bit. This is at 11 a.m. this morning coming up. I want you guys to see what it's looking like. So I'll just turn it on now and let it run for a few seconds. You can see I'm going to get smashed again today with rain off and on. Florida, you're going to be getting splash and dash showers also coming through. A lot of you are going to be clear in Florida at this time. But you can see all this moving off the coast and up in Virginia, right around the Appalachians like I was talking about. You guys are going to be getting some rain also. And it's going to be moving northeastward. And of course out here we have some rain. That snow will come down into Montana just a little bit from our friends up in Canada. Canada will be getting a lot of rain right along the United States-Canada border in those areas. Over Washington State, Idaho, you have rain coming down. This is tomorrow. And more of that snow drifts southward by tomorrow. This is Friday at 2 p.m. So you can see what it's looking like for the next couple of days. We will move it on up now. This is Friday at 6 p.m., 7 p.m. This is what it's going to be looking like for the next couple of days. Thanks for watching, subscribing, commenting. I love your comments. And by the way, I want to thank Jim in Virginia. He lives along this Appalachian mountain trail, or close by, I should say. And he sent in a comment yesterday to me that is so good. If you have pets, that whenever these severe thunderstorms are in your area or even coming close to your area, some pets have a really hard time. They just can't be still. They're very nervous, running back and forth. Some even pant heavily. If you have any animals that have this problem, he had it. His daughter told him what to do. He tried it on his dog. You take one of these dryer sheets, you know, the little sheets you pull out of the box, you throw in the dryer. It keeps your clothes from sticking together with all the static electricity and makes them smell good and everything. Well, you take one of those sheets and you rub your pet down with it. What it is, folks, that's hurting the animals is the static electricity in the air. That's what's hurting the animals and making the animals so frantic. It hurts them probably more than anything else. So he said he tried it, it worked, and even he had a storm, and his dog even slept through it one time after he did it. So I wanted to pass that along in case you didn't get to read that comment, and I want to thank Jim again for sending that in. Everyone, have yourself a great day. I love you all. Peace, love, and kindness to each of you.